Yes. Can you see the benefits of e-commerce slide? Okay. So we were discussing about supply chain management, right? So the next is the fourth benefit, that is business is always open. Okay. So as you know, when we start the business online, there is no limitation. Okay. The business is open 24 by 7. That is the day and night the business, you can, anytime the customer can visit the website, can book the orders online, right? We take the review of products, so there is no limitation as such. So there is all the years of the day, all the days of the year, the business is always open. So that is the benefit of e-commerce. Then the next is customization. Okay, now this is again very important characteristic. Customization is that, you are able to customize the product as per your choice. Okay. Say for example, if you are say if you want to buy a laptop or computer, i3 i7 computer, so in that case you always look for certain configuration, say 600 GB hard disk or i7 processor, right? Then 4 GB RAM, like that. So in e-commerce platform, when you are using e-commerce platform, you are able to customize the product, select the color, select the characteristics of the product, and then place the order uh, uh, to the business. Okay, business. So that is the customization, or we can say the personalization is easily possible. Okay, it is quite easy as compared physically also, you can go, you can do the same thing, but it takes cost, it takes time, and it introduces unnecessary delays. So customization is quite easy, and flexibility is offered in e-commerce platform. Then the next is ability to innovate and use new business models. Okay, so new business models is that the business owner can go for B2B kind of business model, they can adopt B2C category, business to business, business to customer. Okay, customer to customer, like that. Different business models can be adopted. Partially pure online business can be started, partial online business can also be possibly implemented. Okay, so it gives freedom to the business owner to adopt to the innovative ways of doing the business and adopt the model as per his or her choice or the requirement. Then the communication cost is also lowered. So with internet, with online social media platform, there are so many softwares also available, like ERP software, SAP software is also there. So along with, once you are backed up with good softwares, okay, your communication becomes very easy. You are readily, you are able to communicate with your vendor or with your customer, with your supplier, very easily. Documentation through communication through, say for example, purchase order, invoices are there, delivery challans are there, all these documentation is possible. Placing the order quite becomes quite easy, providing reviews become quite easy. So communication cost is lowered, and it is quite easy to communicate related to business through online e-commerce platform. Then efficient procurement. Okay, procurement means purchase. Okay, purchasing of material, in business term we call it as procurement. So procurement is very easy, and it basically it saves time, and it reduces the cost by enabling the e-procurement process. Okay, so the most important is that it saves time. Then the next is improved customer service and relationship. Okay, you can directly interact with customer, and that is how it provides better customer relationship management, CRM. Okay, you heard of this thing, term CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So, using the e-commerce platform, you can better directly interact with the customer, and you can provide better customer relationship management. Then lowering the inventories. Okay, lowering the inventories, because depending on how the customer is placing the order, in what quantity the customer is placing the order, you can procure, or the business organizations can procure the inventory. They can invest into inventory depending on the cost, okay, depending on the order, right? So lowering the inventories, using the customization, inventories can be minimized. That is the main benefit of e-commerce platform. And then lower cost of distributing the digitizable products. Okay, so whenever you have the products in digitized manner, it reduces the cost of distribution. Okay, because see, whenever you talk about a physical distribution, okay, anyways whenever you order the some physical good or physical product, you need to deliver it physically, right? So that way there is a distribution cost which is involved. But otherwise, whenever you have the digitizable product, say for example certain softwares are there, ebooks are there, which we can purely convert into a digitizable product, okay, 100% digitizable product. So in such cases, the distribution of digitizable product is very low. Okay, it does not carry much cost, but you can distribute the digitized product online at a very low cost or a cheap rate, right? So that is lowering the cost of distributing the digitizable products. And last but not the least is it provides the competitive advantage. Okay, you are doing the business. So whenever you are doing the business with this e-commerce platform, you can compete with your competitor. You can compete in the market. You can using this e-commerce platform, you can try to have an extra edge over your competitor, right? So these are nothing but the benefits for the organization as whole, right? Now we will look into certain benefits which are there for the customer as an individual. Okay, yes, can you see the slide, benefits of e-commerce for customers? Okay, so the first is that something called as ubiquity. Now, ubiquity means what? Ubiquity means you can shop anytime, from any place, anywhere. That is availability 24 by 7 online. That term we call it as ubiquity. Okay, now this is a very important feature that is available to the customer. Customer can anytime, from any place, anywhere, can shop any product online. Okay, that is the most important benefit to the customer. Then second is that, self configuration is possible. That means you can customize the product as per your choice. Okay, as per your preferences, you can set the price range. Okay, see, whenever you go for shopping, what do you do? There are certain filters that you apply. Okay, filters related to company, or the which brand you are looking for. Filters related to say price, between, say for example, below 1000 to 2000, 2000 to 3000, like that. Okay, so you can put on different filters. You can configure the product, you can make the changes, and then you can form the combo of the product, and then you can order. So that self configuration facility is available to the customer. Then customer can also find the bargaining prices online. They can compare. There are also the sites which help you in comparing. Say for example, insurance websites are there. Okay, many websites, or this which website, I don't remember the name. uh, which is the website that helps you to compare different brands of hotels. Yes, can anybody tell me? I'm not remembering the name right now, but there is this website which helps in comparing the prices, and you can really. Yes. Policy Bazaar is also there, which helps in insure comparing the prices of the different policies. Now I'm talking about one hotel, Trivago. I think Trivago is the website that help. Go Ibibo also. Okay. Yeah, right. So these websites, they help you in comparing the prices and the rates overall, and you can really find or book certain thing online using the comparative engine, right? Then the next is real time deliveries. Okay, so real time deliveries is that then and there only. That is called as real time delivery. So if you are ordering some digitizable product, hmm, you get the, suppose you are subscribing to certain service. Okay, you are purchasing certain software online, you are purchasing certain ebooks online, then for purely digitizable product you get the delivery then and there only. Okay, that is called as real time delivery. That is, you can download the digital products online by paying the subscription charges or the rate of that particular product. So that is again the uh, benefit for the customer. Then it enables the telecommuting. You can telecommunicate, that means you can work or study at home any place and you can still communicate online. Then it also helps in customer for provide the platform for social interaction through social network. The customers can share their reviews, can forward the leads, and help and grow their social interaction, right? So this is also one of the good feature of e business platform, right? Then it finds the unique items. For example, using, there are different uh, channels, like for example online auctions are there, right? So online auctions or collectible items can be found online, right? So customers can look for the unique items by auctioning the on e-commerce platform, right? And then finally, comfortable shopping experience. It provides the comfortable shopping experience to the customer, right? See, from the customer side, if we think there are positive sides also, then there are certain negative points as well, but we'll talk about the limitations of e-commerce later. First we are looking into the benefits of e-commerce, right? So these are the in all, broadly the benefits are categorized for organizations and for the customer. Now next is the benefits for the society as whole. Okay, so for the society, when we are talking about the society, society consists of different group of people. Okay, group of people of different age categories, right? They also avail different e-governance services. So when we are talking about society, we talk about delivering the public services to the society or to the citizens, right? So as far as the benefits to the of e-commerce to the society is concerned, first it helps in enabling the telecommunicating. So telecommunicating is that telecommuting is that it helps work. Right now what we are doing is working from home, right? So telecommuting is uh, it encompasses working at home, less traffic, less pollution, and still able to perform your business, okay, or interaction. Then more public services which are provided by the government, that we call it as e-government services, okay, e-services. So there is a delivery of public services through online platform. Okay, right now you can apply for nationality, domicile certificate, caste validity, and you get all these services at your doorstep. Like you get receive the soft copies, right? So that is more public services at your doorstep, that is possible. Then increase standard of living, so you can buy more and cheaper goods online, because here you get variety of goods. You can browse, you can do a window shopping kind of thing, and then you can compare and select the best product at less cost. So it helps in buying more for cheaper goods and services, so it helps in increasing the standard of living. And then in all, it is helping the society to close the digital divide. Okay, there is something called as digital divide. What is digital divide? Digital divide is the gap between the rural and the urban countries with respect to usage of internet, computer. Okay, so that we call it as digital divide. So in rural areas previously there was a huge digital divide, but right now everybody is nowadays using the smartphone, and there is no limitation as such to the, to the usage. So it is allowing people in rural areas as well as the urban areas to use more services and purchase what they really like. Okay, so there is no what we can say the digital divide as such, but it has reduced to a greater extent, right? So that is nothing but the benefits to the society, right? So we have seen what are the benefits to the organization, what are the benefits to the customer, and what are the benefits to the society, right? Now we'll look into certain limitations. Okay, what are the limitations of e-business? Yes, can anybody tell me? We have seen many benefits of e-business. Now can you all tell me, yes, few limitations of online business, e-business? Can you all see my slide? Limitations of e-business. Yes, students. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, yes, Divish. Tell me, what are the limitations of e-business? Are you in office?
One is the limitation you cannot check the quality online.
Okay. Yes, correct.
And
Right.
one limitation we just faced few minutes before, if power is short, the server will get down.
Yes, yes, yes. That is also a limitation. Correct. Right. So there are certain, when we talking about technology, technology is backed up with benefits as well as limitations. Okay. So there are, when we talking about limitations, the limitations are basically categorized into two groups. First is technological limitation and another is non-technological limitations. Now, in terms of technological limitations, we talk about technically certain technical difficulties that we come across while conducting the online business. So there is no universal standard for quality, security, reliability. Okay, as far as the online business is concerned, so there is a need to have the universal standard. Okay, for the for doing the online business. The second is sometimes if the telecommunication bandwidth is insufficient, then it gives the restriction to the business. Okay, in terms of sharing the data, in terms of communicating the information, it provides certain limitations. Okay, so communication is not established properly between the customer and the business owner. Okay, if the bandwidth is insufficient, then next is limited internet accessibility. Okay, so accessibility is very limited in rural areas, so online business heavily depends on the internet connectivity. If no connectivity is there, then you cannot perform the any business activity online, right? So this is the major disadvantage of the we can categorize it as technological limitation. And second is non technological limitations. So in non technological limitations, what happens? Whatever we see online, we see online only. Okay, so there is a lack of personal touch. Okay, whenever we go for shopping, we have a Indian mentality that we always wanted to trust the product when we see personally. Okay, so we check the product personally, we feel the product personally, we bargain with the what we can say, the shopkeeper, and then we have that victorious feeling of doing the shopping, which we have been doing from last so many years. But nowadays it is the era of online shopping. But in this as well, the people are lacking the personal touch. Okay, they only take the reviews of the products online, they see what is uh, exactly, they cannot see the quality of the material, okay, of the product that they are purchasing. Exact dimensions of the product which you have ordered may not fit or may not turn out to be same when you receive the product physically. Okay, so there is this risk, kind of certain uncalled risk is there. There is a lack of personal touch, and sometimes delivery take more time. Okay, so more delivery time, sometimes you get faulty products, sometimes you get some altogether different product than what you have ordered. Okay, then there is a lack of trust in sellers. We do not trust the seller, right? Because the seller is online. In terms of computers, okay, lack of trust in sellers, in computers, some transactions. Okay, whenever we involve, there are certain payment related transactions, so security and privacy are the most concerned part to the customer, right? So that is again with the increase in the cybercrime frauds, right? These non-technological limitations are also there, and many legal and public policy issues are also there, be with all the people. So these are certain technical and non-technical, non-technological limitations as far as e-commerce is concerned. But if we compare to the limitations, yes, the benefits are always more. We can take care of the limitations of e-business with more caution. But okay, if we do it more cautiously, then the limitations can we can overcome. But as far as the benefits are concerned, it is beneficial, this platform is beneficial for all category people. Okay, and all age groups as well. So that was regarding the benefits and limitations of e-commerce, right? So that was about the benefits and limitations, right? Yes, any doubt in this? Yes, students, any doubt? So we shall stop today, right? We will continue in next lecture. We will discuss e-business models. Okay, e-business models, and we will see also few of the examples regarding different models and different types of e-commerce we will discuss, right? So thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can ask or you can leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Nice session, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.